Radiant Seiyaryu destroys a card when summoned from the hand, hates on dark monsters for some reason, and banishes an opponent's monster to attack at the start of damage step, allowing it to attack
again.
Every card except Rayo, which searches Holy Knight spell and traps were normal, summon and brings back a Holy Knight by banishing it from the graveyard, mentions level 7 Light Dragon, so guess what Holy Knights are all about? There's no guessing involved, it's pretty damn obvious. Summon Radiant Seiyaryu, destroy your card, bounce it, summon it again, destroy another card, bounce it, summon it again to destroy another card, and bounce it again. Radiant Seiyaryu isn't once per turn, which is why you can do it so many times, but despite its effects being pretty good, it really didn't matter what they were, it'd still be way better than the original.
Cause the fact still remains.
That's the vanilla monster, they don't do nothing. Astro summons Radiant Seiyaryu from your hand by attributing a light monster you control as a quick effect, which can be itself, but I think it would be better to tribute Rayo, which searches Holy Knight Sky when normal summon that lets you normal summon a stealth. Boosting Seiyaryu by a stack for basically 2 turns by banishing a stealth from the graveyard is fine, but I'd rather keep it on field. It should be obvious why I say that. Flam will also summon Seiyaryu from your hand when your opponent attacks and can bounce it as a... Had to use that clip at least one time in this video. Given that your opponent has to attack you to activate the first effect, the Radiant Seiyaryu does destroy your card each time and special summon from the hand. I kinda get why you can't retrieve Seiyaryu in the first turn, but I still think one effect a turn once per turn shouldn't be on here. Bellfire is the searcher with extra upside if your opponent for some reason controls a dark monster. Now I'm not saying that will never happen, and if I say something not stupid, I already know what some of y'all will be thinking.
Stop lying!
And you'd be right, cause that is 100% a lie. I feel like that's fine on Radiant Seiyaryu, not so much on Bellfire, although it doesn't make the card too much worse since you still get the search. Sky draws you a card when Radiant Seiyaryu gets bounced only once per turn though. I'm not surprised that's the case, but it would have been real nice to draw multiple cards a turn. You know I lied. Nativity is another searcher? So let me get this straight. Rayo searches spell and traps, and among the pool of spells it can search 2 of them as searches. I certainly didn't see this one coming, Konami.
But I'm not complaining.
Now sure, you need a fairy in hand to put on bottom of your deck and it can only search level 7 light dragons, but it's still 2 monster searchers and 1 archetype. That is perfectly reasonable. Konami should do that often, but we already know they're not. I know Nativity also summons Seiyaryu from your hand when your opponent activates a card or effect. It sure is great to have yet another means to get it out your hand, but I care more about this trash. It's not trash having 2 searchers. Advent either summons Seiyaryu from your hand or bounces it so you can summon it from your hand with one of the many effects that let you do so, and is continuous. I'd say it's a one-of. Blast is negation by bouncing Seiyaryu, which makes perfect sense given this gimmick, and it is a hell of a gimmick. I know there's other light level 7 dragons Holy Knights can summon, but I really don't care about that. The best target for this stuff is Radiant Seiyaryu because it was designed with Holy Knight in mind. I don't know if they're good or bad, I really don't care, but they're certainly an interesting design, and for that, Konami gets 2 claps for making them interesting.
And that's all I got to say about that.
Thanks for watching my PayPal, Patreon, Cashapp. I did that out of order, but it doesn't matter. It's in the description if you would like to
Help me!
Help me!
and you happen to be feeling just a little bit generous. Have you noticed that I don't really collab or really interact with other Yu-Gi tubers? I got nothing against them, I just don't care to do that type of thing. I'm just being honest with you. Discord server links in the description. Pretty much the only way I'm allowing you to contact me. Being honest again, thank you very much in advance.
I appreciate you.